Hello people of the web and welcome back to my Skyblock series. I was intending to not record for a couple of days, however immediately after finishing the last episode we've spawned a zombie villager. Now I had very little hope for actually spawning one of these guys. Ooh, if you could stand still for me. So he's now named, wonderful, and we can keep him. I was expecting that we'd go a couple days, not get any of them, and then resort to using the platform over there to spawn things. That was a very nice surprise. I will have to move him out of there at some point, but not during the day, obviously. He's named, he's not going anywhere. That's good. Hushbug is busy doing a project I've set her up to do, and I now have a dragon slayer, which is an amazing bow, which means that with all the arrows we've got, I can use it on mobs. And better still, in this chest here, I have a looting 3 book, sweeping edge, unbreaking 3, and a smite 4, which means if I combine those all together, I'll have a smite 5 sword with unbreaking 3 and looting, which sounds perfect to me. Unfortunately, we haven't had an iron sword that's nearly new, so what I'm going to do is actually use a couple of our ingots and make a brand new sword. And then we just need to put these enchantments on. To the anvil! There, lethal looting. That'll do nicely. Now if I remember correctly, if I hold it in my main hand and have a bow in my offhand, if I shoot something with my bow, I get the looting effect. I could be wrong, I will check it up, but looting effect without wearing out my sword. Unfortunately though, we'll never kill these mobs fast enough. Wow, 8 redstone dust in a very short period of time from a couple witches. Yeah, the looting definitely works. So I've been standing here for about 4 minutes at most, just constantly shooting my bow at this area, and every time I hit a witch, it seems to drop good loot. So much so that I've gained 13 redstone dust. Plus, a lot of the mobs are dropping their armour. Which means... oh, I should take that out. This is definitely a worthwhile investment. I have a bow that will keep itself healed, and I can stand here doing this quite comfortably. Now, because my inventory is full, I need to put some of this away, and rather than going back, I think I need to help Hushbug with building the portal. I thought she was in here. She's obviously down there. Okay. Well, that suits me perfectly because it gives me a chance to put this stuff away and then realise that I don't need gunpowder. Bye, bye, bye. Now, Hushbug has run out of materials, so she's dutifully mining cobble. Unfortunately, we do lose a bit of cobble when it comes out this side, so I think it's about time we do an upgrade, which means we need a hopper. I'm going to do that while she's AFK mining. Much better. So we're losing less cobble as it sits there and gets taken off by the lava, or springs into the lava, because it gets sucked up by the hopper now. Much better. It's the morning, so apologies for my morning voice, but I have news. First off, another super rod, which is great. And secondly, we have a mending book, which I'm going to be putting on my looting sword. And I'm not discussing it with Hushbug, I'm just going to do it because it is the only sensible thing to do. Also, Hushbug has been busy. She's built this room here, which is where we're going to put our nether portal. And that room over there, which is going to be our new kind of home. Rather than having a panic cell, which is what we currently still have, which we built on day 1. Now, what I need is the obsidian out of this chest, and I need to make flint and steel. We don't have any flint. Luckily we have plenty of gravel though, so if I grab... that's a shovel, I use that. And I need to grab some gravel out of the chest over here,
of which we have not just one, not just two, but we're now started on the third chest of gravel. I don't recall ever needing flint. It's normally something that I have far too much of and don't need any more of. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, now that I've got mending, I suppose there's no reason not to do this. Well, that was satisfying. Yep, and it worked. Right. Now on to the next job, which is making our portal. Now, because we don't have a diamond pickaxe, wherever I build this, it's kind of fixed for a while. So, don't misclick. Whew. That's a relief. Flint and steel. Ta-da! Now, I'm not going to go yet. I'm going to clear my pockets and put my looting sword in here. Although it would be useful, I can't afford to risk losing it. I just came over here to look for some sticks. Apparently we don't have any left, and I was a bit confused as to what the shears were for. And then I remembered that Hushbug does love jack-o'-lanterns, so these must be jack-o'-lanterns. Now, having never entered the Nether in this world, I don't know what's on the other side, so I'm a little bit apprehensive. Okay, it is a giant void. I suppose what I need to do is get some slabs, build a pathway out, and a spawning platform. Or a spawning room. Because of course, if blazes spawn on a platform, they can shoot me from a distance. It's very disconcerting coming out of this portal and there only being one block. Suppose I should light these areas up first. So do I want to build in that direction or this direction? I think this looks like the nicer direction. I mean, to the untrained eye, it might look exactly the same, but I promise you, this is certainly the nicer route. I'm installing safety rails because I'm a wuss. And I'd rather have the safety in knowing that I'm not going to accidentally slip off the side. Because if anyone's going to do it, probably going to be me. There, and an extra safety rail behind the thing so I don't step out the wrong side. I need food. That'll do. Well, that was an inconvenience, wasn't it? Whew, walking all that way to get food. Well, I was going to build a 10 by 10 platform and then build walls around it and a roof. However, that's all the stone I've got. I think Hushbug used up a fair bit building the building for the Nether portal and the new house. So, I think it might be my turn to do some cobblestone mining. Hushbug's been quite good to me in doing most of the cobblestone mining. Yes, my turn. I suppose at least I can pop something on my clicker and sip my tea. For once, I actually did some mining myself. Hopefully this is enough cobble to do what I want to do. If not, I might have to dig some more. Or delegate. Ooh, hello. Really? These are all slabs, so the only places for you to spawn are the portal blocks. Fair enough. I'm impressed. Now that's a spawning platform, but I need to make sure that I put a roof on here so that if I have any blazes that are upset with me, they can't escape the room and chase me down, because that's the last thing I want. And best do it with slabs so nothing spawns on the roof. Slight problem. I only have 4 slabs left. Oops. We'll just block up this area like this. Ooh, not that far back. Pigmen. Oh. Obviously they don't care about light levels.
Perhaps I should have my looting sword. Oh well, what the hell. Run! Ah, that does a lot of damage. Oh. Well, that didn't go to plan. Will they still be angry with me? I think they lose aggro if I die. No, they don't. Although much simpler to kill with a... Ah! No, don't kill me. Whew. Of course, I've just realised that we need blazes, and blazes don't just spawn in the nether, they need to spawn on nether brick. And so I checked through the world download source, and it says that there is a nether fortress southwest? Facing south. So what we actually want to do is, let's break this bit here, and we'll fork off south and see if we can see anything. Let's leave that like that. I was just bridging out and I got the achievement for a terrible fortress, which means it's just over there. I'm going to build a few more blocks and then do it right. If you look at the facing, it should be 90 if I were doing it exact right. Which means, let's try it from here. Do one more and then we'll turn. Because we're definitely in line now. Although before I go too far, I think the sensible thing would be to make this path safer by putting chicken barriers to the side, and I might want to do that when Hushbug's around, because then she can help me. Because that last section over near the fortress, I want to get that done quickly so I don't get shot off and fall into the void. For now, I'm going to go home and do a little bit of AFK fishing. I'm holding the wheat, but I think my game thinks I'm over there. Oh. That might be why. I'm back now, which means I can get rid of some of this seeding. Oh. It happened again, didn't it? Oh. If you're wondering why so many chickens, we have too much wheat seed, so I figured this was a good way of using it up. And it'll give us loads of raw chicken to trade with the butcher if we ever get one. Oops, I opened the gate. Aw, he wanted a bath. Excuse me. Oop. Yeah, I think these chickens might be causing the issue with lag. So, time to cull. I wonder how many stacks of chicken I can get from this lot. 5 and a bit stacks. That's the answer. It took you a lot less time to find out the answer than it took me. I very carefully killed the adult chickens only, so all the babies, the cute little ones, can survive until they're grown up. And then it's death. Death! Don't look at me when I'm talking about you. Having stood here for a couple minutes, it seems that these are, what, Peter Pan chickens? They're not grown up. Oh, my babies are all grown up now. Death to you. Death to you. Death to you. And you. And you. And you. Well, that was a fun little distraction while waiting for Hushbug. Unfortunately, she's still not online, so it looks like we're going it alone. Oh, before I disappear though, some definite progress in here. Although, I don't know where she's put different things, so we need labels. Oh, so that would be the wood chest. I'm not going to take the lethal looting sword, but I will take a dragon slayer, which I believe these two should fit together to. They do. And some arrows. Luckily, we have a few of those. I was just thinking I shouldn't combine these and take it because it won't have any durability. I did just forget that we have this huge mob farm. Anvil. 17, much better. Now we just need to mend it, which shouldn't take too long. Let's see. Wow, yeah, that worked. And still plenty of XP left over. Hello, sorry. This is actually a couple days after my last recording. I sat down to edit and found I have far too much footage for one video, so need to end it here. I suppose this could count as a cliffhanger, as you don't know if I can make it to the fortress without death. I wish I could do that film guy voice. Zach is prepped and ready to head into hell. Will he make it out alive? Find out in the next episode of Vanilla Skyblock. Leave a like if you enjoy the series, and I hope to see you back here next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.